What's up, guys? This is Rise and welcome to another video. It's been a couple days since I uploaded. If you saw me on stream, I was a little bit under the weather. My voice wasn't all there, so I decided not to strain it until I was feeling better. But we're back with a video, and this has been sort of my signature. Some of you guys make fun of me when I say a team is my signature team because you say I use it too often, but I mean, I've seen one other person use this. House Stark used it for a bit, but I had already been using it for pretty much since Master League Classic came out. It's Landorus incarnate form with Lugia and Zarude. It's been really consistent for me. I still have not hit Legend, but I've been hanging in the 2900s range for probably the last week or so. I started using this team around 2750. Got up to 2969 at my highest and back down at about 2900. So overall, it's been a net positive for me. But right now, kind of stuck in that 2900 range. So we'll see in the next couple days if I can manage to hit Legend. It'd be amazing if I could hit it before Go Battle Day. But if not, it's all Gucci. Just extending for content, right? On on my Twitch streams. I've got the title going like Legend Push Part 1 of a Part 60 docu-series. Because that's how it always happens, right? You get your Legend Push. It takes like so many streams. I think last season it only took 2 parts in the docu-series. It only took 2 parts to hit Legend, but we're already past Part 2 this season. And yeah, so this team, it covers the meta quite well. And at this point, you see, I'm not throwing my Rock Slide. There's really no reason to throw the Rock Slide unless I get to 2. And as I got to 2, the Mud Shot damage KO'd the Dialga. So this is a pretty strong and versatile team. I like its ability to overcome bad leads with the team comp because Lugia can oftentimes lure out the Dialga, and then Lugia can sometimes win that matchup depending on how the opponent plays it. Some really weak things, some really bad things for this team to see would be Mamoswine, of course. If you run into a Mamoswine lead, I've only managed to beat one of them because this team, it just struggles. All 3 of them struggle against Mamo. So if you see a Mamo, you're probably in trouble. What else is it kind of weak? It's kind of weak to Togekiss in the back, especially if they save 2 shields for it. It's going to be really tough to take it out. Lugia can handle it, Lando can handle it, but Zarude just gets kind of wiped out by Toge. And we see a Yveltal. Okay, so this is where timing is really important. You do not want to give this Yveltal any extra energy. I allow him to throw first. I think that was 5 Snarls, so it's just a Dark Pulse. I'm willing to let it go. In comes Metagross. I throw this Earth Power thinking maybe he thinks he caught it, but no, he doesn't. So he gets the shield. I decide I'm just going to get this off. Either I get both shields or I take out Metagross. I get both shields, and this pretty much puts it into Dark Pulse range. So I am going to shield here. Nothing fancy. I kind of lost track of Metagross's energy, so just going to throw this Dark Pulse right away. Also don't want to take that extra Bullet Punch damage. Yveltal comes back. And this is not good, obviously, for Zarude. But at the same time, Yveltal is squishy, so these Power Whips kind of chunk. And it can only Focus Blast or Hurricane me. It doesn't have a cheap move that does any damage, so it's going to have to expend a lot of energy here. And after that Focus Blast, in comes Zacian. So I'm going to get off a Power Whip here. I get off another Power Whip. Is this going to be enough to KO? It very well might be. Bang, get out of here. And at this point, I'm just going to force the Yveltal to Focus Blast. I'm just going to force it to expend all its energy. And now I can safely just come in with Lugia, get to a Sky Attack. I know Lugia is tanky enough where Dark Pulse will not KO me. So I'm not scared about this. A lose condition in this endgame scenario. Endgames are so important in PvP. Sometimes I just misplay them horribly. I went on a bad Sylph streak where I was just misplaying endgames left and right, but lose con here would have been to come in with Lando after my Zarude went down. Because some people in their head might be thinking, oh, I don't want to come in with my Psychic type against a Dark type, so I'm going to come in with this and get to a Rock Slide. But if the Yveltal snarls you down, if 3 snarls KOs from that range and it snarls you down, they could potentially double Dark Pulse your Lugia and you lose. So just an endgame scenario where it's important not to give your opponent a win con like that. Lando versus Dialga. Pretty good matchup here. Dialga can win the 2 shield. In comes a Shadow Mewtwo. Very scary looking. And I am going to respect an Ice Beam here. Most of them are running Ice Beam these days. I overfarm quite a bit. I get the shield. Another move coming in. I'm willing to commit another shield because this Ice Beam, it doesn't one-shot, but it puts me like in the deep red. Mewtwo's just so crazy strong with its attack. Another Dark Pulse coming through. Takes out Mewtwo. In comes Dialga. What I'm going to do here is I'm expecting a Giratina in back based off their team comp. So I'm going to chip, swap straight into Lando. And I'm going to just kind of sack my Lando and get the last shield here. Move coming through, probably an Iron Head. Iron Head takes us out. We're going to make sure we wait out our full switch clock. Coming Lugia. If he gets to a Draco, Lugia can at least tank it. And it's a Groudon in back. So poor Groudon really has nowhere to go against our team. This is like the anti-Groudon team, I guess. Oh, really dumb play here. In my head, I was thinking, yeah, I could just sack Zarude, Dragon Tail down, and I'm not in Draco range. But, you know, to be honest, I guess that makes sense. I thought it was dumb at first, but it worked out exactly how I wanted. But to be honest, could have just taken out Groudon, forced Dialga to throw energy, and then Dark Pulse it. But who knows? Maybe Groudon could get it into like Iron Head range, and then he could get to another move on Zarude. So the way we played it out, I think also made sense. And we're searching for the next opponent. Gonna skip through here a little bit. What's with these queue times? I'm barely even on the leaderboard. Portillo. Any Portillo fans? The Chicago restaurant. We've got a few here in Wisconsin as well. So the Lando brothers squaring off. This opposing Lando has Stone Edge, of course, so gotta respect it with the shield. Gonna go for a Rock Slide here. It's 7-6. That counts for Stone Edge. It's 5 for every Rock Slide. I throw this one. He lets me get to it first. I sneak in a Mud Shot, which is nice. I'm gonna double shield here to kind of put the pressure on my opponent. In comes Giratina. I save my energy and swap in Zarude. And Zarude, just a really nice counter to Giratina. Because it's up a shield, it's going to be able to put in a little bit of work. It's going to be able to get my Zarude quite low. But what's nice is the Lando can't really farm me down, right? Because it's running Mud Shot, so it's going to be very hard for it to farm down a Grass type. Another move coming through. I'm going to overfarm a little bit. Throw before they get to an Ominous Wind, since I was probably approaching Ominous Wind range there. In comes their own Zarude. And I throw the wrong move here. I throw Dark Pulse. You should go Power Whip in this situation. Power Whip is does more damage when they're both the same effectiveness. I swap directly into Lugia, which is kind of strange, I know, but 2 Dark Pulses doesn't take me out. So it forces Lando to come out. Now I get off my Sky Attack. Will they use their last shield? They will not. They're going to save it for Zarude. And I figure he's going to have to Dark Pulse here twice. So I'm going for a Sky Attack. My Landorus also isn't in Power Whip range. And I believe, yeah, I've got a Rock Slide stored. So at this point, I just need to get this Zarude into Rock Slide range, which it is. And then I just combo play here. Too quick for the camera to get our Lando on screen. And the Rock Slide takes out Mr. Zarude for the win. Opponent rocking a similar team to us. Sorry, just checking Discord. Some exciting new factions news for those of you that do Sylph factions. And we've got Silver Bullet. The next opponent, another Dialga. They swap in Zacian, and this is always an uncomfortable swap in for my team. I don't have like an obvious hard counter. So sometimes I just stay in here and play it out. I respect the play rough, since play rough would hurt quite a bit. Gonna throw this Rock Slide right away. This should KO if they don't shield. They do shield. I sneak in a Mud Shot, which is nice. I'm gonna shield again. Gonna overfarm a little. I'm only 1 Mud Shot away from my next Rock Slide. So they let it go. And in comes Dialga. Shockingly. So I'm actually going to play some mind games and overfarm quite a bit here. Maybe they've lost track of my energy. Maybe they thought I was dry before. So I get off the Earth Power. And I'm only 2 Mud Shots away. I get off another Earth Power. And you see Landorus just going bonkers. Takes out 2 Pokemon. Giratina in back. And that's all she wrote. Never had to reveal the Lugia that game. And we get the win. So you see a 5-0 set there with this team. Is this team the best team in Master Classic? Not even close. It has a lot of flaws. The Pokemon in general, I think, aren't quite as strong as things like Dialga, Zacian, what else? Excadrill is another great core breaker that I think people can have a lot of success with. But this team has been somewhat consistent for me. I've had lots of positive sets. I've had lots of negative sets as well. But overall, I got to a high here of 2969. And I haven't dipped below like the high 2800s. So it's consistently been keeping me in the same ballpark. And it hasn't allowed me to tank at all. So I think by that, it's a pretty solid team. Oh, do we have one more? We've got one more bonus battle. How about that? Ho-Oh lead. Okay. Ho-Oh is actually kind of tricky because... Oh my god. Never mind. This opponent lagged a ton. And then we end up just... Yeah, never mind. Okay. So there you have it. When I made that video showing all the times I was losing to lag, there you have it. A time where I won because of lag. I wasn't trying to insinuate I only lose because of lag. I was just showing examples from the past few days for that video. But yes, sometimes my opponents lag as well. And that time we were gifted a win. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Feel free to try out this team if you want. I've been having some fun with it. If you're new here, feel free to smash that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you enjoyed the content, comment anything you'd like down below as well. All comments help the YouTube algorithm. And all that said, thank you for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.